Hey everybody, welcome back. No, I didn't mess things up.
Well,
I have this cool little, so if you saw me, I have this cool little device here with all these buttons that you've probably seen me pushing.
it's not plugged in right.
Sometimes.
You're not pushing the buttons randomly.
It's not plugged in right now because it just all of a sudden stopped working them. So I had to switch to a more archaic form of interface, which was a mouse, which is unfortunate. But
And as we learned last chit chat, we should ask you right now again, just at the beginning, at the top of every show, do you hear us? Can you see us? Please say, oh, see, ha ha ha, best intro ever. I mean,
Brian thinks it's hilarious because he can't see us. That's why he can't hear us or see us.
we do hear you,
But can you?
but can you see us?
Are you listening to us? Because if you are, I have to say that's probably a bad idea. I don't have any of my buttons,
This will be the most
Gator Dave.
interesting podcast ever.
Right? Have you heard of a live play podcast? So
We can see you. Thank you.
we can see you guys too, or your comments. Thank you so much for all of that. Sorry for that little start. You probably saw me just literally crawling around the table trying to get some wires plugged, because if you've ever done any kind of streaming, I mean, there's wires plugged in everywhere, running everywhere. So that's just...
I think going forward, if we're having problems, do look at our starting soon screen to see. I'm going to try to communicate to you as Ryan runs
Pantomime
around.
it?
Yeah, I'm going to try to communicate through some sort of like charades what's happening here.
Brian, I said that because the first comment I saw was Tiff saying, pretty sure Brian messed things up again. So I wanted to make it clear that maybe I did mess it up, but it wasn't my fault this time.
Not really. It's a complicated thing.
Right.
If we get live streaming down pat, we'll be ahead of most.
Yeah,
and Jessica, yes, we can see and hear you. Thank you for everyone in the comments.
I'm not sure we can see them.
Ryan, what are we playing today?
So today we're playing Merchants of Magick, which is a roll and write set in the Set a Watch universe. For those who aren't familiar with Set a Watch, we actually did some content on that game here on our channel a while ago. The base game was really well received, and it had an expansion. Basically, Set a Watch is a game where you are a group of adventurers camping out at night during your adventure, and somebody has to set the watch, and they're going to encounter things at night, and each hero is kind of resolving their encounters, and it's a dice game, and it's a lot of fun. This is set in that same world, but we are the magic shop that is going to be providing these adventurers with their magic items that they need to then go out and
just
set a watch.
items too, like backpacks and spears and staffs.
Yeah.
I guess most of them are magical.
Gator Dave wants to know if you can see him right now.
Gator Dave, I can always see you. I've got a live stream on my phone at all times. So stop doing that.
There's just a live feed satellite pointed at Gator Dave.
Yes.
You know,
at all times.
It would make you feel a little special, I think, if like somebody
everyone's
being worried about being spied on.
I don't know if special is the word I would feel for being watched all the time on someone's phone.
But guys, so before we get started, I do want to have a shout out. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, of course. Yes. Game Toppers for sponsoring our play area, our mats, our table, all of that stuff, our cool little cup holders. And then we have a winner for last week. I'm going to click a button and hope that it just works. And there we go. So congratulations. And now all this drama, I forgot the name of the winner, which is fine. But you can see it right there on the screen.
You can see the name, but we can't see it, and we've forgotten his name. I apologize.
Because there was a lot of drama between me trying to get that to go.
This person right here, they
Congratulations.
won a copy of Rift Force.
Yes.
Which we played
Jonathan,
last week.
yes. See, it was Jonathan, but I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so it just kind of...
I assume it's not Jonathan Congrats.
That is it.
I'm guessing she's congratulating Jonathan.
No, Jonathan, thank you for... Please email us at madversusmeeple@gmail.com. Rift Force is coming out later this year, so the version you're going to get is the capstone version. When that releases, it will be sent to you. We're going to give away another game today. Of course, this is sponsored by Rock Manor. So Merchants of Magick.
Yep.
It's not out yet either. They're having, of course, some shipping. There's been some shipping delays. So it's supposed to be coming out this fall. So whenever you get that, it'll be sent out to you. So we're ready to actually kind of talk about the game and jump into it?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I see I've already named my shop name.
Have you? What'd you name it?
One Point Tate.
Is it?
That's an inside joke. Not for anyone who's in the comments
or anyone at this table.
No, well, for me.
For you, it's an inside
joke. Very
joke.
inside. It's an incredibly inside joke.
It's so inside that no one knows it but David.
When you're laughing alone, it's a very inside joke.
1 Point Tate. All right. What should I
Ryan's
name
just going to
mine?
be trying to figure that out the rest of the
I'm
time.
going to call mine Lore Master's Tavern.
I'm going to give the brief overview while Ryan is writing that, but he's the one who's really learned the game, so he'll
Oh yeah,
teach a little bit more.
learned and played.
But it is a roll and write. We're going to be rolling dice, and then we're going to be using these different colored dice and different sided dice in order to sort of triangulate using the numbers that are rolled on them with the tops of our sheets to triangulate a space down below so that we can kind of work towards completing, say, the backpack or one of the enchantments. The goal of that, or one of them, is to have some of those complete so that you can, for instance, make the crossbow of elves. In that case, I would have to have the crossbow complete, filling in this 9 and 6, and then also the elves.
Of the elves,
which is the 8 and 10 on the other side.
Yeah.
And you'll see how all of that works. But then we'll be able to take these. The cool thing is that this row of items is going to be moving around where this backpack of orcs is going to come over here. Everything's going to slide down. So we both kind of see what's coming. But then when we complete one of those things, we take it and a new card comes out.
Yeah, basically these are the orders that are being put into our shop from the adventurers. And if we take too long to fulfill their order, they're basically like, forget you, I'm going over to 1.8.
1.8.
I call mine Lore Masters Outfitters, by the way.
We always have a buy one, get one free offer at 1.8.
So, one day I might know what this means. So, like David said, each one of these dice represents the different materials, and we have stone, wood, and leather on your crafting side, and then you have elemental, arcane, and wild magic on your research side. And the crux of the game, the goal of the game, is to combine these. So you might want like a fiery backpack of the elves. Like David said, you have to have all of those things. So you're going to see what's coming. So like, I want this divine sword of the dwarves, but that's 3 things I have to research. The divine enchantment, the sword, and then the of the dwarves enchantment. And it might take a few turns to do that. Luckily, this sword, I've got at least 2 turns for it to stay with me. And you also need to be looking at the cards that are in front of your opponent, because if David can't make something, it's going to come to me. So if he has 2 backpacks, and I notice that he has not researched backpack, maybe I want to, because eventually those backpacks will come to me.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the game, from what I do know of it, I'm going to be wanting to look a little bit more at these.
Yeah, because those are coming right to you.
Than I am, because I don't know that we're going to be filling any orders at the beginning.
You might be able to. So you're going to be able to use 2 dice, and these dice you're going to want your low dice you want to be high, and your high dice you want to roll low. So that's kind of the crux of it.
Let me rephrase that. Your lower faced dice.
Your lower face dice,
you want high numbers on those. Your multi-faced, so that's kind of the puzzle
There's
that you're working.
the D6,
so on
the D8.
12-sided, if you get a 1, awesome.
You could use almost anything.
Yeah.
Because the 12s, and we'll see, and we'll talk about it as we play, because I don't know how, well, the numbers are white, kind of white on white, so hopefully you guys can see the numbers okay. So there's 2 other things that David and I are working for. First one is our sponsored adventurer. We each have 1 adventurer that just comes specifically to our shop to gear up. And they each want 3 different types of gear that are of the same enchantment. Like my guy wants a backpack, sword, and helmet of dragons.
My ranger wants the pendant, the staff, and the plate armor of the elves.
And you can start to combo this too, because for example, David knows that he needs of the elves stuff. You can see there's a pendant of the elves, a crossbow of the elves, and a sword of the elves. So
there we go.
You might get a lot of elf stuff.
Thanks for the tip, Ryan.
Well, meanwhile, my guy wants dragons, and there's a backpack of dragons, a scroll of dragons.
There's some dragon stuff out there.
And then the second thing is we are competing to be a master woodsman or master magician. The first person to mark 5 circles down the wood, which is the middle column on crafting, or the first person to mark 5 circles in arcane, which is the middle of the research side, and we'll talk about that, are going to get 8 victory points. And then it's going to flip over, and the other player can complete it for less points.
Yes.
They are the apprentice at that point.
And you mark all of these, you track all of this on your sheet too. So when you get this, you're just going to mark it here and then add your points at the end.
It's actually pretty intuitive, and it's a lot of fun to be filling this out. And there's more to it, of course, than a regular roll and write. We also have these potions that we can earn. Let's see these nice little potions here that are going to allow us to mitigate our dice and eventually even to use more dice per round. So, are we ready to just get started?
I think we are. Don't think you have all those potions there.
These are all my potions. I'm going to put them off to the side, off camera, so nobody can see the potions anyway. So,
would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, let's do it.
We've got a novel from Gator Dave.
They should make a game about running a bodega. Well, let's do it. I'd call it In the Heights, the board game. All right, so we're going to write these down as we get them. So the D6 is a 1. So you can just put a 1 up there where the D6 is.
Yep.
The D8 rolled a 3. The D10 rolled a 7. So this is the opposite of what you want to happen.
And the 12 is an 8?
And the 12 rolled an 8.
Okay, now we just use them.
Now we have to use them.
On this first round, talk through what you're doing, and then I'll talk through what I'm doing.
So I definitely want to get my Of the Elves stuff done. My Of the Elves need an 8.
You mean Of the Dragons.
Of the Dragons, thank you.
I mean, you could do Of the Elves.
So I need a 2 on a 2, 6, or 5 on the D12, which I didn't get. Or I need a 5 or a 6. I didn't get that either. Or lower. So you can always go low when you're doing research for Magic. So I could do, like some of these need a 10 or lower. So I guess I could do that because I actually have lower than a 10. But, man, and the wood, what needs 1 wood? A pendant? Okay. Man, this is a bad roll. If I had some potions to spend...
You keep talking through yours. I'm going to mark mine so that once you're done...
Do you already know what you're going to do?
No, but I'll just report after you're done what you're...
All right.
I'm just going to play fast and loose on this one.
I think I'm going to work on this.
That's how we roll at
divine.
1.8.
So each time you're going to use one of these numbers, you're going to basically cross it off to show it's been used. You can use each die. You can use 2 of these dice, but you could spend potions to use more. So potentially you could use 4. Jeremy Howard, that's a great question. What does make this roll and write special? So we'll kind of talk about it as we play and kind of as we make these decisions. Right off the bat, I like the puzzle of trying to fulfill the most orders possible and seeing what's out there and saying what is the common denominator. There's a lot of divine stuff, so I might want to research divine. Luckily, I can't research divine. It needs a it needs a 9 on the D12, 9 or lower on the D12. I have an 8, so I cross off the 8. I come over here and I can circle in this dot because it needed a 9 or lower, and I had that. So I'm 1 spot closer to learning that divine enchantment, which is good, but it's not great. Because I can't do the 2 or the 7. The 7 needs to be in a D12. So if you follow this up to the column and the row, you'll kind of see what dice you need. So I guess I can make a backpack because it only needs a 3. So I'm going to use my 3 on the D8 as well. So I've actually built an item. I built a backpack. That's great. Every time you do that, you get to circle the credits and you're going to get those coins at the end of the game. Plus, every time you research something new, you're going to get a potion. So I get 1 potion for that.
I mean, so you didn't complete an order, but you did.
I'm not going to be able to complete an order, actually, but I did.
See what you're saying.
I did learn how to make a backpack.
Can I report what I did?
What did you do?
So I used the 3 on the D8 to get part of the way done on the pendant.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, because that needs to be a 1 or higher. And then I used the 8 on the D12 to get part of the way done on Of the Elves.
Nice. And we have, we can take extra dice if we wanted to. I just don't think that
these dice are not worthy of
these
being
dice
taken.
are not what I would want to take.
Yeah, I don't. No.
So our guys are going to get a little. So that's the end of the round. None of us completed any orders the first round.
Right.
I couldn't. So I'll take the backpack of the orcs. It's going to rotate to the end of my shop. David's going to rotate everything down. And now the guy that wanted the divine scroll is like, forget you guys. So I can make that backpack of the orcs, maybe. All right, go ahead and roll the dice. Let's see what we got. Round 2.
You organize your cards there.
So I have backpack of the orcs. I've already learned backpack, but I haven't learned of the orcs. So.
Oh, this is pretty tasty. A 1.
What do we got? A 1 on the.
So we've got a 3 on the 6-sided dice.
Yep.
We've
a
got
5
a 5
on the D8.
on the 8.
That's pretty good.
We've got a 1 on the 10.
That's really
pretty
good.
Solid, and an 8 on the 12.
Another 8, huh?
Okay.
Well, I think that can help me get of that. Cannot help me get of the orcs. I need a 4 or lower on that D12 to get of the orcs. Luckily, I have some time here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to just make some stuff in order to get some potions so that I can use them to mitigate.
But I can do of the elves right now because I can do the 12. My D12 is a 10 or lower, so I can do of the elves, which is great. And the D10 is 8 or lower, so I can just get both of those, use both of those on the magic side, and I can do of the elves. So I get a coin at the end of the game, and I get a potion immediately. So I get 2 potions. But the question is, can I also do a sword? A sword only needs 1 die. Okay, so you're going to see me use some of the comboing that you can do in this game. So, yes, if you want to roll low on these 2, the D12 and the D10, you really want to be low. But the D6 and the D8, you really want to be high because of the numbers that you need to build out these specific things.
Bell curve of die rolls.
So I'm going to use one of my free extra dice. So I'll cross that off. You can use 3 for free, then they start costing potions. I'm going to build the sword. The sword requires a 6 on the D6. A 4 on the D6. We have a 3. This is what else you can use potions for. I can spend one to effectively make that 3 a 4, and I can make the sword. So I've used 3 dice this turn because of the extra dice, but I made the sword, which means I get another potion, and I have the right research. I have everything I need to make the sword of the elves. So
what?
I do. I'm going to craft my sword of the elves. I'll put that down in my play area. And then this card is going to get immediately replaced with a mystery card that won't flip until the end of the round. So when Jeremy Howard was asking what makes this roll and write interesting, that's the part to me that makes it interesting, is trying to manage these orders and figure out exactly what you need.
Face down.
Yeah.
Are you done?
I'm done. I used 3 dice. I don't think I'm going to spend another. Theoretically, I could spend one more extra die circle to take this 5, but I don't know that it would really help me. Because it won't help me make divine anything. So I'm done. Yeah.
I am going to actually, I'll show people at the end. I used so far the 8 on the 12 in order to get the...
Of the elves?
No, I got the of the elves last time. I used...
On Everlasting?
Yes, on Everlasting. I used the 1.
Yeah.
On the 10. And then I used the 8 or lower on... Yeah, I did use it on the of the elves. So that completed the of the elves. Now, I am going to use... That gave me a potion. Am I allowed to use that potion right now?
You can.
Okay.
But you'll also have to use an extra die box if you want to use a 3rd die. Because you only get 2 dice.
Oh, you know what? Both, I forgot. I don't even need to use the potion. I am going to use an extra die, though.
Yeah, what are you going to use?
I am going to use the... Tell me if I'm doing this right, Ryan. Keep me honest. Okay. I'm using the 5 on the D8.
Yeah. And what are you trying to make?
Oh, that doesn't work.
What doesn't work? What are you trying to do?
Oh, yes, of the dragons.
Yeah, you're going to do the 5 or lower on the dragons?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, that's a good idea. I probably should have done that. Because I need of the dragon stuff. My guy needs a backpack, sword, and helmet of the dragons. I've already researched the backpack. I've already researched the sword, but I do need to research a helmet. So, maybe this round. All right, that's it. Round 2 is done.
Here's the crossbow of the elves.
Thank you. And you're going to get a mystery item. You're going to get a new item.
What is it?
Bracers of the Orcs.
Bracers of the Orcs.
Yeah. So the question is, can I make that divine sword of the dwarves before it passes me?
I need to make a thing.
I need to get of the dragons.
Oh.
So we have a 4 on the D6.
Is that a legit 0?
That is a 10.
Oh, it is a 10.
We have a 3 on the D8.
So
we have a 10 on the D10.
Not a great
and a
10.
12 on the D12.
Not great numbers there.
These were awful numbers. Is there anything that needs a 12?
Wait, yeah. No.
Fiery needs an 11. I could use a potion to make that 12 and 11. That seems kind of silly, though.
It does seem kind of silly just to use it.
However, I can take that the D8. I can take the D8 and bring it down here to Glamour Potion Supplier. It wants a 4 or less, and that's a 4 or less. So I complete this. I've made a deal with the Glamour Potion Supplier. I immediately gained 3 potions. So that actually puts me in a little bit better position because now I have 5 potions. So that wasn't so bad.
All right. I'm using the 4. Oh, I'm sorry.
The D6?
I didn't write my
4?
Numbers.
Oh, you 4, 3, 10, 12.
3, 10, 12. I'm using the 4 on the D6 to get the sword.
And I'm using the 4 on the D6 to get the helmet.
Which gives me another potion. And
which also gives me another potion.
Man, these numbers are not good.
I cannot make divine or the dwarves. Can I make a divine warhammer? No, but my backpack, pardon me, I can't make any of these items. I need to do of the orcs.
What do we have out there? We don't even have any fiery anything.
No, we don't have anything fiery currently.
Oh, man. And I can't.
What are you trying
to... That's not happening.
I don't know, guys. I think that maybe...
This is a bit of a puzzle.
Does the knight have the option to return the sword? No, we don't do refunds over here. Gator Dave.
I am
all
actually,
sales are final.
I'm going to use
at
the 10.
Lore Masters Outfitters.
I'm going to use the 10 on the bracers, which is a 9 or higher.
Oh, nice. I thought about using an extra die here. I've only used one die. I need to... No, I did the helmet as well. Okay. So I need to cross that. I just didn't cross it off.
Yeah, I'm not using any more.
I don't want to use... I don't want to pay to use the 10 or the 12. No. I need to roll like a...
only if you were like absolutely needed it to complete something.
I really want to do of the dragon. Right, let's rotate our items.
Let's see, of the orcs. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Because I'm about to make my first piece.
The game does move on at a pretty nice clip, and hopefully you guys were doing this justice. I know roll and writes. We've had this conversation here at MvM.
I like playing roll and writes.
I love roll and writes. For streams, they are a challenge because I don't know if you guys can see this as well.
Yeah, but hopefully you're getting an idea of how it's played.
For sure.
And then deciding amongst yourselves if you want to try it out. Oh wait, did I do? No, I've done 1 in the arcane, and I've done 0 in the wood. So
yeah, you're nowhere.
I'm nowhere near that. What do we got? Ooh, a 6 on the D6. I like to see that.
Another 10 on the 12.
I need that to be a 2 or lower.
6 on the D6.
A 1 on the D8. A 7 on the D10.
1, 7.
I'm covering up too much space with my little writing here. I need to use the fine point of this pen.
Yeah. All right.
So I can do... I have of the elves. I don't have a pendant, but I can do everlasting. I should really focus on getting of the orcs. Oh, it needs a 4 on the D12? Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could theoretically do it. I could spend all of my potions. But then I need a... Yeah, I could do it. I'm going to use all of my potions to make this D12, this 10 into a 4, and do of the orcs, which really sucks. But then I'm going to use the 7 here because it needs a 7 of lower. So now I've done of the orcs. I'll get some coins at the end of the game. I'll get 1 potion back. However, I can now build the backpack of the orcs. Backpack of the orcs.
You're killing me.
There we go.
You're killing me. I haven't made
I've
anything.
made 2 items.
I have.
Brian's like, I was waiting with bated breath to see if I could make of the orcs happen, but I really need of the dragons.
I used the 7 to complete the spear row. The 7 on the
nice
on the 10 die.
You've got quite a few potions yourself.
I mean, I have some potions, so hopefully I can get something done. I've got to use that 6.
I just need that D12 to roll a 1 or a 2.
I'll use a 6 to make the staff.
Nice. All right. Is that it for you? Did you make any of your goods yet?
No. I am going to see, though, if I can use these potions or maybe one of the extra die, because the 8...
Did you use 2 dice already?
I did. But the 1 on that 8...
Yeah? Is that tempting?
I'm going to... it is tempting. Because I am going to use it on the scroll. So I am going to cross that out.
Yeah, the scroll needs a 3, though.
What's that?
The scroll needs a 3.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. The shocking.
Oh, okay. It needs a 2 or less. So you'll have, yeah. Can I get those bracers of the orcs when they come back to me, though? That's the real question.
Oh, wait a minute. Elite armor?
Elite armor.
What is all that down there?
Just Victor. They're just coins.
Yeah. But I am going to still do the 2.
2 for every accessory, 2 for every weapon, 2 for every armor, basically.
All right.
That's it?
That is it.
I feel bad I've only done 2 items
build anything.
So, Kevin, you cannot... Previous rolls are just done. You can only ever draw dice that are out here, but your extra dice could let you use up to all 4 of them, because you're using 2 by default, and you could take 2 more if you wanted to. Do I get the backpack of dragons?
You do.
And I get this mystery item, which was a fiery shield.
Oh, there's a fiery something or other.
I don't have fiery. Do you have fiery?
I don't have fiery or shield.
All right, so I have of the dragon. I have backpack, but I don't have everlasting or dragons. So.
All right, some decent die.
Okay, a 4 on the D12. I might be able to work with that.
5, 3, 5, 4. Oh, those are good. Those are good big numbers. Well, I don't have one.
3, 5, 4. I keep taking up too many spaces on the line. This is meant to be used with like little pencils, but we're just doing it darker so you guys can see it better. So I need something I can just immediately fill up. So I'm going to cross off the scroll. I'm just going to learn the scroll using this D6. Scroll's good. And that just gets me a potion. The reason that's important is because I'm then going to use the D12. I've been waiting for a 2 or lower, but I can basically use 2 potions to make that 4 into a 2. I'm going to do that. I'm one step closer to Of the Dragons.
All right, everybody. I did a thing. All right, so I spent both the D10 and the D12 to cross off the 7 and the 4 on Of the Orcs right here.
Oh, you did it.
So I have Of the Orcs, and I have Bracers, so I can make...
The Bracers of the Orcs.
Bracers of the Orcs.
And you'll get a face-down card to replace that. I did use an extra die. I have 2 of the 3 that I need for Of the Dragons. I just need a 5 to be rolled next turn, and I can get my Of the Dragons.
And I just want to confirm, as I have 6 potions sitting here in front of me, I could use all of these on one die to mitigate the heck out of it?
You could, yeah.
All right.
I did it. It wasn't necessarily the best use of them.
So you're going to get the Divine Scroll of Dragons?
I am. I want all the I have the scroll, the pendant, and the
Before I move
backpack
these down,
here.
I'm going to reveal my shocking grimoire of the dragons.
Ooh, more dragon
Lots
stuff.
of the dragons.
All right, let's see what we got here.
I do like the art.
I do like the art a lot.
It's interesting because the items have like this really cool World of Warcraft cartoony vibe,
6
and
on
the
the 6.
other artwork has a more serious vibe of the characters.
Yeah, the artwork for the characters looks a lot like what it does in Set a Watch.
6, 1.
Oh no, a 1 on the D8.
6, 6.
I needed a 5, and I got 3 6s. Okay, here's the question: is what can I do that's just going to get me a potion? I can make the staff with the D6, so let's do that. I'm literally just making this staff just to get the 1 potion I need to then come over here and do Of the Dragon. So this is where you're going to see a combo, because I have been waiting. Kevin, the reason you want to use the die is just that it's easy just to cross them off to show, like, I can see at a glance, oh, I've got the 1, the 6, and the 6 left. But I'm going to use the 5 actually here. I'm going to turn that 6 into a 5 with the potion. Now, I did Of the Dragons, David.
You did?
I did. I finally got it. So a bunch of things
good.
are going to happen at once here.
That is
because
not
this
good.
this is what I've been waiting on for a couple different reasons. So I did the backpack of the dragons for my guy. So I get to cross off this. My first order was completed, and I gain 3 potions for doing it. Then I already completed the Sword of the Dragons as well. So I get to cross off my second order, which lets me just fill in any circle on the board. And I did my Helmet of the Dragon, so I've done all 3. So I get to mark 2 free circles on the board. So I'm going to do...
Oh, I should have done this too. I missed this.
I'm going to do the 2 circles here on Everlasting. And I'm going to circle that and then get a potion. So I have Everlasting done. So I have the Everlasting... I don't have Pendant done though. But I do have the Everlasting Backpack of Dragons done. The Everlasting Backpack of Dragons. I should probably have circled that.
You're going to destroy me.
I don't think so.
All right, just to keep everyone up to date here, I had made the Staff of the Elves for my ranger here on an earlier
so you
round.
got a lot of potions.
So I just took 3 more potions because that was my first order completed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm still spending dice here, and I am going to use this 6 or higher on the D6 for the crossbow. And then on the D12.
Yeah.
No, on the D8, I'm going to go with Elite Armor with the 1 or lower.
All right. So that's the round, right? That's round 6, right?
That is round 6.
That felt really satisfying to finally get all my dragon stuff. Because once you have these things learned, you can make any items that require those particular elements. So let's see what my thing is here. Everlasting Grimoire. Divine Scroll of Dragons. So I don't have Divine, but I do have Scroll and Dragons. And I have Everlasting, but I don't have Pendant. So I have some goals for this round. So roll some good stuff.
I have some goals too.
All right, so that's a 4 on the D... No, what is that?
6
a
on the
D6, which is
Another
good.
great. A 4 on the D8, a 7 on the D10, and a 5 on the D12.
Well, that's pretty
6,
low.
4, 7, 5. 6, 4, 7, 5. It isn't bad, right?
It's not the worst. I'm going to use... I'm going to do Divine
And I'm able to use potions
Which
to...
requires a 7 or lower, so that 5 is lower than 7.
Can I use this potion to make a 6 on a d6 a 7?
No.
Oh, you can't.
Oh yeah, you can't. It's just a 6. Is there anything that needs?
Well, then why would you have a 7?
Oh, you're right, because you have to get the 7s and the 8s. You're right.
Yeah, okay.
Then like for the plate mail, that's the only way to. You're right. But you can't flip a 6 to a 1, or like a 12 to a 1 by spending 1. You know what I mean? Like if it was a 12, you can't rotate the die. Is what I was. All right. So that's one thing.
Oh, I think I kind of want to see what you're doing.
Well, I need this divine, but it's a 7, and I need it to be a 2. So I need to have 5 potions. I don't have 5 potions. I have 4.
I'm using a potion to interrupt Brian here. I'm using a potion to make that 6 a 7, so I can complete my pendant.
Nice. That's what I need to do.
Which gives me a potion back.
I'm actually going to use the D6 here on my pendant. Because it needs a 7 or higher. It's a 6. I'll spend 1 as well to get my pendant up
9
here.
or lower. Oh, nice.
Actually, I'm going to use an extra die on this 8, on the D8, just to finish my pendant. So my pendant is made. So that's my pendant. So I do have the pendant, everlasting pendant of the elves done. So that's mine. David, you got to make some more.
I got to make some stuff.
The thing is,
what did you just
I
make?
did my everlasting pendant of the elves.
Oh, you did the
my
pendant
everlasting
all this
pendant
round?
of the elves. Well, pendant only needs 2.
I was sitting here watching you, and you did all of it right from underneath me.
Pendant only needed 2 dice.
I did all my entire turn was to get that next
But you
turn.
couldn't have gotten it. Oh, to get it next turn. Well,
yeah.
You might have gotten another one here.
No, not an everlasting pendant of the elves.
But it could be an everlasting pendant of
This may be the
something
first
else.
live stream that one of us quits.
Uh-oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. But
I used my extra die to do it.
Now I need to use an extra die. So everyone, just hold on a second.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to go with the glamour potion and use the
glamour potion supplier?
The glamour potion supplier.
That's going to get you immediately 3 more potions.
Yep.
You've got enough potions that you could basically do whatever you want, David.
I'm going to create an expansion before the end of the game that gives me, for the most potions, an automatic win.
I wonder if there would be. I wonder if one of those might be with. I haven't seen all of the different cards. How many arcane? I have 1, 2, 3 arcane, and I have 1, 2, 3 wood. How many do you have? You have 3 wood. 2?
Oh, I do actually have 5 arcane.
Do you really? Arcane's the middle one.
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This row here.
Oh, I'm
sorry. The middle row. The first row is elemental.
When you said earlier middle, I thought you meant the middle.
No, like the middle of this one and the middle of that one. The middle of the crafting and the research bow.
Okay. Nope, no, not even close.
That was round 7,
but
right?
I do have Pendant of the Elves, so I got my second.
And that lets you just put any circle filled in.
Oh. Where's the really tough ones?
Well, can you do Divine Sword of the Dwarves? No. You do have Sword. Oh, you don't have Divine. So that's the thing is, like,
I'm going to do Crossbow.
I looked at what was out and what was coming, and those were the things that I tried to, like, focus on.
Gives me Crossbow, and I can complete this.
Yep, nice.
All right. I can be taught. Slowly.
What was that about Old Dog? No.
Slowly. Hey, we make good stuff at 1.8.
I still don't get it.
But we may not be the smartest gamers.
All right. Let's
we have to rotate down?
Rotates, yep. So I will take the Divine Sword of the Dwarves. And you're going to get 2 new items. So I don't know what you've got there. What do you have?
Hopefully they're 2 everlasting pendants of the elves.
One of them might be an everlasting pendant of something. Or shocking pendant.
Shocking pendant.
Don't you have shocking?
I have almost shocking.
And divine bracers.
And I have bracers, but nothing on divine. Oh, divine is rough.
Yeah, I know. I still don't have it. All right, 5 on the D6. 8 on the D8. That's good. Those are good numbers. 7 on the D10. Not as good. And a 5 on the D12.
5 on the D12 is not bad.
Not bad. Can I use it to get divine though?
So
divine needs a 2. Yeah, I guess I could. I just need to spend 3 potions.
Using the 7 on that.
So divine is done. I can circle that, and I can get another potion. So divine is done for me. So I could do the divine scroll of dragons because I have divine scroll and dragons. I have divine sword, but I don't have of the dwarves. I have divine sword of the dwarves is going to require me to get a 4 and an 8. All right, well, I have an 8 on the D8. So that's good. Those are my 2 dice. I've used all my free extra dice. If I want to get another die now, I have to spend 2 potions. And I already have 2. So that means I have to be able to use that 5 immediately. I can't really use that 5 in anywhere it's going to help me. So I would need to manipulate it. I can't believe we rolled a 7 on that D10. That sucks.
Can I? Oh, the 5 on the D6 could be reasonably decent.
And I wasn't going to get that grimoire. Do you have grimoire done?
I am just going to do this helmet.
Another real strategy tip here is to look at what your opponent is doing and get other things. Because no one, I don't have fiery or shocking. If you did, you would have all the fiery and shocking stuff that came up.
I have shocking.
Do you have shocking pendant?
I do have shocking pendant.
Oh, there you go.
But I haven't taken it yet. I'm finishing my turn. So I just did helmet, which gives me a potion back. Okay, I think that's it. And yes, I've got the shocking.
And also focusing on your sponsored guy early is great because it gives you those 2 free markings. All right.
I think that's it. There's the divine hammer.
Thank you. But I do get something new here as well.
I do too.
So do you.
What do you got?
Ring of the Dragons.
I've got the fiery bracers of the dragon.
Well, I have of the dragons, but I don't have ring, and I don't know that I'm going to get it because I really want this divine sword of the dwarves.
Oh man, I need some divinity coming at me.
Yeah.
I need all the divinity.
I just researched divine last turn, but I don't have
you?
anything else to use with it.
All right, we've got a 1 on the D6. That's not so great. A 6 on the D8. A 4 on the D10, which ain't bad, and a 2 on the D12.
That's great. I've been waiting for that, but it's too late now.
So 1, 6, 4, 2.
I've used
1, 6, 4.
Wait,
2.
1 point for every armor. What do I have here? Accessories. Scroll is an accessory. Pendant is an accessory. Backpack is an accessory. Almost everything I have is accessories. So I think I want to try to get the bonus points for accessories. So I need a 5 or lower on the D12, which I definitely have with a 2. And I need a 3 or lower, which I definitely have. The D10 is actually a 4. So I can spend 1 to make it a 3.
You spend 1 potion per pip?
Yeah, I'm just
all right.
brought it down by 1. I made the 4 a 3.
I am doing that too.
So I took renowned accessories. So it gave me a potion. I will get 2 points for every accessory card I have made. I've mostly made accessories, by the way. I don't know. I'm just thinking, I guess Lore Masters Outfitters, we do accessories here. We don't really do
well, I'm spending
weapons
3
and
potions
armor
to use my another extra die to use this.
I don't know that I want to use an extra die, but a 6 in the D8.
Which gets me another potion.
Oh, and by the way, that was my 5th arcane.
By the way,
Was it your 5th as well? Because I have 5 down the middle here.
I do not. I have 4.
Okay, so I get to be the Master Magician. I marked 5 circles in the arcane column, so I get 8 points for my mastery there. And then this one's going to flip over. You could be my apprentice, David, and get 4 coins.
Don't ever say that again. Okay, so a question.
Yeah.
Can I make more than one thing?
If you make whatever you can make.
All right.
Everything you can make, including your characters, your sponsored character.
I've got the divine bracers. Oh, I didn't make everything.
Oh, did you make almost everything?
No.
You're starting to catch up with me.
The divine bracers is all I made. Oh, no, I did. I made the divine bracers and... No, that's it. I'm sorry, everybody. I was excited. Can I have another card?
Yeah, let's get a replacement for you. All right.
And then we move down?
Yeah, I'm going
right?
to lose. This
Final
is the last round. This is it.
I don't
Final
know
round.
I'm not going to catch.
I don't know. You might if you can make all those things. I'm just trying to make this divine sword. So I have divine sword of the dwarves. I don't have of the dwarf. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a rough one for me.
So I need...
You've got all the potions in the world. It's a 2 on the D6. It's a 5 on the D8.
Oh, I don't see this happening for me.
It's a 1 on the D10, so that's actually pretty good. And an 11 on the D12. That is not good.
5, 1, 11.
So can I get 2 more wood things? That's all I really need. If I can get 2 more wood things, except it's a 2 and an 8. Okay. I can do that. No,
What if we
it's a
get
5.
it at the same time?
Then we both get it. We
Okay.
both become masters. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the shield, which is going to give, which I needs an 8, which I have. It needs a, oh, it needs an 8. Yeah.
Yeah, this gets a little puzzly because, especially, I'm glad I have a lot of potions right now, but I still don't know that that's going to catch you.
Oh, I was looking. Oh man, it's a 5 this time. Hold on, I need to do something else with that. I need to do something else first. I could do the Warhammer with the D6. That's a 5 or higher. Right? No, that's a D8 is a 5 or higher. That's what I'm confused by. Forget the shield. I didn't actually get this shield. There's an asterisk there next to that. I should have done the plate armor because that's where the 2 was. But it doesn't matter. These aren't going to get me points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Though I do have enough to get the Master Woodsman, which is all I was going to do. And I could spend 2 more dice to get 1 more thing. I could do of the dwarves, but is that going to help? Oh, yeah, I can.
Oh, no, that's a much
I'm going to spend
one.
2 to get an extra die. I'm going to use that 1 to finish of the dwarves, which gives me a potion back. That's huge, because now I can do the Divine Sword of the dwarves. I have Divine Sword of the dwarves. That's it for me.
Well,
that is all I can make.
I'm using the 2 and the 5 with a potion to get my ring, which is going to get me the everlasting ring of the orcs.
Nice. Did you get the woodsman as well? 5 in the wood?
No, not even close.
Well, you asked what happened if we got them together. I thought you were trying to do it.
I was going to, but I didn't. Now, can I use an extra die here? There's a 1 on the 10. That's got to be worth something.
I know. I used my extra die just to take it to finish my of the dwarves. Forgetting, of course, there was the Divine Sword of the dwarves up there, so that was good. David, they're cheering for you in the audience.
I love you guys for that. 3 or lower.
I love roll and write games. There's
I can only use 1 extra die because I only have 1 left.
There's just something so satisfying for me about just filling that sheet in and like unlocking things as you go. And the combos here are more like, what can I finish to get me a potion that I can then use that potion to lower a die roll? I took a lot of things that I didn't even, like I never even made a sword. Or a staff, I mean. But I did that just to get that 1 potion because I really needed it. And that's kind of the question is like, is there room for
Potions
this?
Don't mean anything, right?
Correct.
Right.
I love roll and writes, so there's always room for every roll and write for me. Oh, you've used all of your extra dice.
Yeah. And I had to use 1 to use this extra die, and then I'm going to have to use stuff to...
Well, you have so many potions, you might as well use them.
The backpack is going to need 2 more potions.
Can't believe you never made the backpack out of after all this time.
Whoops. Which gets me a potion. No, that's about it.
The backpack is just you have a 2 on the D6.
But I already used the 2.
Oh, gotcha. So are we done?
Yeah. Oh, I should have done this a long time ago.
Oh, you did
Mark
that?
any circle and gain coins on a sponsor.
Yeah, you can't forget that because that's huge.
So tell me what that is.
You get to fill in any circle on the board. Again.
Oh, that is... Mark any circle and gain coins.
Yeah, so that means you'll now unlock your sponsored coins, which is 6 for each of us. We'll both get that 6. I don't know.
No. I'm sorry. Never mind.
Didn't get it?
I did not do that. I was thinking...
Oh, because you needed plate armor.
I was thinking of these. I did not
you never got plate armor.
No, I didn't even get close.
So that's the thing, too, is like I focused on making... Like that was what I did. My first 3 things were backpack, sword, and helmet. I was like, I'll work on the dragons later, but I really wanted to make sure that I got my card done.
Not bad.
Because that's 6 points plus 2 free bubbles, which is...
That's true.
That can make a huge difference. So, all right, you guys can see our sheets here. We're gonna add up all of the points that we got from the different crafting we did. So I get 1, 2.
Are we keeping this?
So I just got 9.
Oh, I see. It's right
put
down
it right
there
down
at the
there.
bottom.
So I got 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Well, see, you definitely got me there.
I guess.
And then I got 8 for material mastery. You didn't get any there.
Nope.
Spell research is the same thing, adding up all of our the stuff on our right side, which is theoretically the enchantments and the charms. So everything on the right side. I got 17 there.
8, 9, 10. I got 10. Spell research, that's what that is?
And then I got 8 for the energy mastery because I did all the arcanes.
Nope.
All right, completed orders. You're going to add up everything that's on your completed orders here. So let's see what I got here.
Oh, you're going to crush. I do like the game, but you killed me.
I got 30 points in completed orders.
Good Lord.
What'd you get?
78.
Oh, hey, that's really good.
18,
78's great.
18.
All right, and then you're going to, for any charms that you researched. I only researched renowned accessories, so I get 2 for every accessory I made. So that is 2 for my backpacks each, and my pendant and my scroll. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 more points for charm bonus.
So I get 2 per armor.
Yep.
And that's it.
And you made 2?
Yep.
So you get 4.
And then you get the sponsored adventure points.
I did get my sponsored adventure points.
Oh my gosh, this is good old-fashioned.
I'm going to use my calculator.
1.8 is going to be closed down after this.
I'm going to use my calculator. 1.8 is going to be closed down.
1.8.
Oh, 1. Oh, is it 1.8? Is that what it's supposed to
Perhaps.
be? Is that the inside joke?
Maybe.
I had 86.
I had, let's see,
You want to do the calculator?
87.
Well done.
15 plus 10. This is
25.
I can do this in my head.
Plus 18 is
25.
43.
Plus
4 is 47.
Ouch.
Okay,
What'd you
so
get?
I got 86.
Ugh.
Okay, well let's really
I've
quick.
never played the game before.
You've never played the game, but like,
can we spend the next 10 minutes letting me just make excuses?
make as many excuses as you want. I know I do
can't
sometimes.
make any
Ah, it's the
excuses.
dice. You didn't get all 3 of your. I feel like getting all 3 of your.
You had a bit of a strategy with experience behind you, I think, because I didn't really think about that. Honestly,
Getting all 3 of these is huge.
to be fair, I thought I was going to get 6 for each of those things.
No, it's
but I
if you
got-
get all 3, it's
Yeah,
6.
I see that now.
But even so, I would have gotten 6 more than you because I got 18.
Yeah, and I wish I'd have gotten at least one of the masteries. 'Cause
You
that
just
would have
gotta
been-
you just gotta make those your Like I literally took things that never even finished just to get the mastery because it's just have to have those circles. You don't have to actually
Oh,
have
If only I could have
made the everlasting crossbow and what else was it?
Warhammer
the
Dragons.
I never even learned Warhammer. So I was not doing weapons period. So you could have taken every weapon that ever came out.
Yeah, one of the things I was going to try to do at the end is get of the dragons, but it was a tall order.
That was the first. Yeah, I spent like 6 potions to get
It
of
was
the
a
dragons.
tall order, but I had, I had this one
Yeah,
I
the
could have
ring.
gotten, I guess. And I was thinking about the grimoire, but then I went with the Everlasting Ring of Orcs
Yeah.
because it was 6. It was the best I could do at the end of the game.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Merchants of Magic. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today as we played through that. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that stuff. You will be entered to win. Not just people that commented live, but also if you comment in the YouTube section below, you'll be entered as well. So thank you so much. Sorry, David. Someone had to lose, Jessica says, and this time
Jessica,
it was.
I appreciate your sympathy.
Someone always, for a game to happen, someone does have to lose, David.
Not except in a co-op game.
Except in a co-op game, which most cases
But then
everyone
the game
loses.
loses or the players win.
That's true.
Or lose.
We usually lose in co-ops.
Anyway.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.